So if you've heard me talk about data quality before, you've probably heard this point, and I think it's a really important thing to start off with around, people talk about data quality, and that means very different things to different people. But, most of the time when you're talking to sort of an IT person or a technical person, or even a lay person, they often think that, that it means that you've got corrupt data and bad data, right? And so the question though, like most times when someone has encountered a data quality issue, it starts with a perception of a data quality problem and not necessarily, an actual corrupt data issue, right? So, and from the perspective I'm going to talk about here, like it doesn't really matter. Like, is the data truly corrupt, or is this an issue that's caused by misunderstanding or logic in a report or something we're looking at, or some sort of definitional problem as opposed to actual sort of database level problems or bad data or corrupt data in the system? But really, from a perception standpoint, it leads to the same problem, which is that the person who is trying to make some decision or take some action or do some operational step, who has the perception that the data is bad, it's as good as reality when it comes to the trust. So they will lose their trust in the data, and without that trust, it doesn't work. So what, from a value standpoint, that we're really promoting is that you want to basically create a path for intake for people who have these perception of data quality problems, and for you to accept those anecdotal data quality concerns and think of them in two key ways. One is it's a valuable informational thing to get your data cleaned up, right? But that's actually less important than a customer service interaction, right? So you've got someone who is out there who thinks that the data is not good and can't do what they want to do. And if they don't have a way to report that data quality issue to someone and a way to get feedback and resolution on that, then they are just going to, wallow in their distrust of that and either move on or find some other way to solve this problem and not get the value out of the data in your system. But if you can get that feedback and you can go through and work it, it shouldn't matter from this standpoint if really it's not a data quality problem, right? In reality, quote unquote, if it's more of a perception of data quality, meaning that he or she may misunderstand the report that they have, or be looking at the wrong thing. There's time context issues, you can definitional problems, or maybe a problem with the report, which is a real problem, but maybe not a data quality problem. But the resolution of that perception by either educating them on what that report means, or helping them understand how to where to go look for the correct information in the correct context. Maybe they were looking at some warehouse that's a week old as opposed to the live data, which is today's date, and they don't understand the difference between that, and you can point them to how to see that current date. So that you may think is not a good use of time because you haven't actually fixed the data quality problem, right? And but what you have fixed is a more pernicious issue, which is this trust problem. So you've created this customer service value. So that's kind of the main takeaway. If you